The crowd cheers and howls as the brothers stumble out of the arena. They are wounded and covered in blood, both demonic in their own, but joyful smiles light up their faces. They look like those two innocent boys who once played in the peaceful groves of Endoran many years ago.
Freedom at long last.
That's a very feral voice.
Yeah! Beware, monsters of the abyss! The Vainik brothers are together again!
Sosiel laughs uncontrollably and lets out a defiant cry.
Let me introduce you, Trevor. This is the commander, my trusted leader, and my close friend. I never would have found you without his help.
Commander, then. Thank you for looking after my little brother while I was gone.
Very cool voice, though.
I need to discuss something important with you. Not here and now, though. Not in all this noise. Let's meet at the Nexus later. Only you and me. I hope you won't mind.
Aww. I mean, it might not be the appropriate question in this situation, but I think it's the important one. Sosiel, have you forgiven Trevor?
Who am I to forgive him or not? Only Shaylin and he may judge the weight of the burdens on his heart. I have never had the right to paint myself in the colors of righteousness. We both are just fragile feathers falling from the tails of songbirds, so to speak. That the winds of war carried me here and blew him from his path. That is just an accident of circumstance.
I would have expected a little more judgment. On the other side, like teachings of Shaylin are all about forgiving, also not slaying enemies who repent and things, so maybe it's fitting. But at least with some bursts of rage we witnessed on the path to finding Trevor, I kinda expected more anger or rage. But I mean, good for him if he's at peace with himself. Congratulations!
Thank you. This is all possible because of you.
I'm free. I can't believe I'm finally free.
To be fair, if you get all the infos on Trevor in Act 3, it paints a different picture. I mean, I don't know if I found like all the things, but quite a lot, and I mean, especially his time as a Hell Knight seemed to be a very cruel one. That's why I'm a bit surprised that Sosiel reacted to that back then, but not really that much now. But maybe it's just being happy to see him again. What are you going to do now?
What say you, Trevor? Do we head home? I have the feeling that you've had more than enough of this war already.
No.
Grunt.
I have no right to hide at home, knowing that my brother is still bleeding on the battlefield.
Then we will stand together, give each other strength, make the world a better place, and both return home.
Oh, interesting. We got Trevor to our party. Welcome to the Crusade, Trevor.
Thank you, Commander.
Very hesitantly. Trevor raises his disfigured hand in a salute. A stilted movement indicating how long it has been since he last had cause to offer one.
Yes, brother. We will win this war and then finally go home.
Interesting to get another companion so late. And yeah, very optional as it seems. I wonder what his alignment is. I mean, his past seemed to be very violent and cruel at times. Alright. I think that concludes our Battle Bliss adventures. But I'm happy that we could find Sosiel's lost brother for him. Hope it gives him some closure. It eases a bit the pain of being in the abyss. So, let's go to the Nexus and spend some time with Sosiel. Nexus. And also rest to remove the dead store condition. Sosiel stands motionless, looking at the panoramic view of Elushnira behind. Tears run down the cleric's face. He whispers, "I can no longer look at this city. It's an embodiment of pure ugliness, devoid of any hint of beauty. An abomination that leeches life from everything it touches. It kills, it twists, it mangles, and above all, it deforms everything in its grasp. My brother went astray. He began a hero, who turned into a war criminal. I was expecting to see a villain, a devil in black armor, but instead, I saw a pitiful madman whose will had been broken. The city crushed him. If even someone like Trevor can succumb to demonic corruption, what chance can have I? On the day in Dresden, when I confessed my love to you, I was still a foolish boy who'd read too many romantic books. What pompous and pretentious words I spoke that day. I'm ashamed to remember how hollow they were. But you didn't reject me. You accepted me and responded with sincere tenderness. And on that day, I understood for the first time what those poets I had mindlessly parroted really meant. You are the only embodiment of true beauty in this world of evil, ugliness and nightmares. If I escape from here, it will be because of you. Please, stay here with me. Let me paint you and take a break from the horrors of Elushnira." Ah, it's very cute. Stop comparing yourself to Trevor. You're a completely different person. There's no reason you have to follow him on the path to damnation. He's been my role model my entire life. I've always followed in his footsteps. What miracle prevented me from experiencing the same fate? Perhaps the miracle was meeting you. Ah, so much flattering. The first thing sounds kinda stupid, but I'm gonna say it, I want to see the dialogue. Is it really so hard for you to be here? Excruciating. The very existence of this place is sacrilege, cruel mockery of everything I hold dear in the world. It's not merely devoid of love, beauty, kindness and hope. It seems to negate the very possibility of them. How does painting help you? My sketches and paintings are several worlds, one that exists somewhere between our reality and what happens in my heart. Sometimes they become a magic mirror, revealing a hidden beauty invisible to the naked eye. But here, in a place that denies the existence of beauty, your portrait will be my refuge from the horrors of the abyss, if only for a few hours. You think I'm so beautiful that my beauty can save you from the horrors of the abyss? You flatter me. The cleric smiles warmly. If only you could see yourself through my eyes. Perhaps when I finish your portrait, you'll understand how I see you. You're an amazing person. Where others see armies fighting, you see the eternal struggle between beauty and ugliness. You are the only one who understands me. Beyond the clash of swords, the thunder of cavalry charges, and the cries of war, it's so easy to lose those fragile, ephemeral things that truly make us human. It's good to know the commander of the crusade remembers them. It means we may not only win the war, but also protect our souls from demonic corruption. So, do you agree? Will you pose for me? And Logan leans in, touches Sosiel's face and says, "Paint me. But know that I want more than this. I want you." The cleric brushes his lips against your hand, shyly looks up at you. "Here? In this terrible place? You know, I've never, with anyone. Do you truly want our first time to be in the abyss?" Well, good question. Yes, I want our love to triumph here now, a sign that the abyss is powerless against it. Sosiel looks into your eyes with love. Alright, let's do it here. Let this be our rebellion against the evil of the abyss, but will you let me paint you first? Sosiel looks at you as he makes the first brushstroke. The movement is delicate and feather light. See you are caressing your face instead of capturing its image. He continues working, stroke after stroke, and the glances he exchanges with you grow increasingly passionate. He soon puts the brush aside, leaving the study unfinished. Yeah. That was very cute and very wholesome. Though I wouldn't have minded more text. Anyway. Kinda ended a bit abruptly, didn't it? Let's see if we can talk to him. Here. Sosiel. Sosiel's holding a brush and laboring over a painting. He's clearly dissatisfied with the results so far. He cuts and tears the paper into pieces. You notice a wounded knight with a gaunt face wearing dirty, crumpled armor. Holding a broken sword in one hand, he leans on a punctured shield with the other one. How's Trevor now? Kinda sad we can't say anything. Was a bit abrupt ending to the romance scene. I don't know if he's ever going to be the same. It seems unlikely. Sometimes he screams in his sleep. Sometimes he sits for a long time, staring straight ahead at nothing. I pray to the goddess, asking her to ease his suffering. But still, it's him. My brother. Alive, albeit wounded in body and soul. Oh boy. Also, interesting little detail, if I would dismiss Sosiel now, which I'm not planning to do, of course, it would be together with Trevor automatically. Which kind of makes sense that they wouldn't leave each other behind. So, Trevor. Chaotic neutral. I would have expected something different. I would have, especially regarding the Hell Knight, I would have expected less chaos and more evil. Anyway. So, let's talk with him. The free slave tenses at your approach, his fists clenching instinctively, but then he recognizes you and relaxes slightly, giving you a nod. Commander, sorry. I still can't get used to being free. I expect enemies around every corner, and I jump at every shadow. Why exactly did they call you the Dire One? Not a very charming nickname. The very sound of his name makes the former gladiator flinch, as if from a blow. He shakes his head emphatically. No, enough. Forget that mindless dog's name forever. My name is Trevor Vanek. So, how are you? It takes some time for Trevor to find an answer. He breathes slowly and methodically. That's getting easier. I'm getting used to having people around me again. He takes a look around and adds hesitantly, I'm not used to the quiet. Alright, Tomoya-chan, was nice to have you, and all the best, see you soon. How much do you remember about your life before the Abyss? Trevor looks through you and speaks in an unusual small voice. It's like a vague dream. Grapes, sun, the smell of sawdust, the church. He lifts his disfigured hands and looks at them as if they belong to someone else. I was a knight. Who am I now? Okay, it sounds really, really broken. What can you tell me about Sosiel? He shakes his head. I failed my little brother. I left him for the stupid war. I betrayed everything we believed in and sunk to the very bottom of the abyss. But he never lost faith in me. I don't know how, but he managed to pull me out of here. Do you remember Marenta? She died fighting the demons. Marenta. Trevor casts his gaze down. My little devil. Let's not speak of her no more. Can't really talk about the time with the Hell Knights at all, it seems. I'm waging a war against the demons. Will you help me win it? Of course. What else is there for me? Oh boy. You know, you're free. What do you want to do? Trevor answers instantly, without hesitation. I want to go home. So, should I send you home? I won't go anywhere alone. If you're really Sosiel from service, I go home with him. If not, then we'll fight on until we win this war. Home will have to wait. Seems like a very, truly broken man. Oh boy.
Let's see what we can do.
Okay, let's see if we have another companion we should talk to. No, we still have Woljeff's quest open, Graber's quest, and Ember's quest. And we seem to be really famous. The commander's exploits are the subject of every conversation in Lishanira. Kind of funny that in the Abyss they are also talking about us. So, I would say let's go to the Harem of Ardent Dreams. Here's the portal. Let's rest to remove the Death's Door condition. Here we go. I would like to bring you to the Temple of Shaylin one day, to make you understand that we accept everyone. Lan? Do you think after I'm chased out of the temple by glaive-wielding clerics, we'll just laugh it off as a misunderstanding and go drink some tea? Oh, Lan. Okay, let's go outside once more.
Here we go.
Let's go to the Flesh Market, and from there go to the Harem of Ardent Dreams. Maybe we're famous enough that we can just go in. Maybe we don't even have to kill the guards. But I mean, if we do... Meh. Where was it again? I'm quite on the opposite side of that. Portal up, portal down. Come on. Well, I think we have to enter. How do I get it to lower? And enter this portal and then go straight up.
Can't make the demons wait.
Oh, come on, come on. It would be so much faster and more fluent if the game wouldn't wait for all of your companions to go to the portal.
Time to work.
Disappear.
Oh. Was that supposed to be a threat? Okay, Woljeff is once again... Song of Discord. To turn on each other, then attack foes.
Here we go again.
Does like Unbreakable Heart help against that? Where is it? Mind affected relay negative emotions. How to cure that? It would be nicer if it said like how to cure it.
I'm here. Where else
Search
would
for
I
the
be?
beauty with your heart.
And I mean restoration probably won't work. Because it's just ability damage. Please stop. Gosh.
Let me help.
Heal. Is that heal? I know that the heal. Thanks, Woljeff. And I definitely have to look up how to kill the Song of Discord.